Hello and welcome to JD's Super Awesome Mega Presentation! If you know me at all or ever had a conversation with me, you probably figured out pretty quickly that I'm a little into video gaming. Okay, maybe a lot into video gaming. If you ever visit my apartment, you'll notice a ton of gaming memorabilia as soon as you walk in. I mean, look at this place. So it's probably not too surprising that my presentation today should revolve around gaming. But more specifically, I wanted to discuss the gaming-related content that I help create every single week. Some of you may not be aware, but for the past 4.5 years, I've been helping create gaming-centric podcasts and gameplay videos. We go by the Screen Peekers, we even have a fancy logo, we got avatars, we even got our own theme song. Our content may not garner all that many views so far or much of a following, but it's been a really fun experience and has certainly provided us with tons of new learning opportunities, especially with regards to the video editing process. Editing is one of the biggest parts of what I do for our content, so I'll walk you through the process a bit. So before we start recording anything, we actually have to figure out what game we're playing first. Picking a recently released game is usually a good idea simply from a noticeability standpoint, but that's not always how we pick games. We like to pick games that will provide good opportunities for commentary as we play. Platformers such as Super Mario or the Donkey Kong Country games are both really good examples of this, as they both provide interesting gameplay to comment on while also being simple enough to be able to talk as well as play. Currently, we're playing a horror game called Until Dawn that has given us ample opportunities to riff off the absurd circumstances and characters that we come across. Threaten. Well, I do like to punch.
Michael, you gotta step off.
Licking his lips.
And that's just the way it is.
It's not an exact science in picking the right game to play, but after a while, we started to figure out what exactly to look for when choosing the right game to record. When we first started out, we had the most simple hardware to record with.
Like I could just punch a tree to I'm using the tree to help get down more trees.
Sounds terrible, right? Compare that to what we're using now.
Can't say it's not handcrafted like an artisanal meat. Why didn't I get that last time? God! Ah!
Oh boy, it's a fun game. It's really no comparison. But if you're interested, here's the equipment that we're using today. The Elgato HD60 Pro for recording gameplay. 2 Shure SM7B microphones and a Focusrite audio interface. 2 Turtle Beach headsets so we can hear the game as well as ourselves. And a Canon Rebel T6i to record our beautiful faces for those lovely, lovely jump scares. Oh, sweet God. Oh, God! Oh, God dang it. After recording, it's finally time to edit the episodes. For this, we've got the Adobe Creative Cloud, or more specifically, Adobe Premiere Pro. Once I have Premiere open, I can import in all the gameplay footage and vocal tracks that I can now start editing together. Our first order of business is to make sure that the vocals match the gameplay. Before each recording session, we make sure to match our vocals with on-screen gameplay to make syncing easier. Alright, here we go. We are syncing now. Coop, Earth, Coop, Piranha, Coop, Earth, Coop, Piranha.
That's my low-budget Captain Planet team-up.
Piranha, Coop, Earth, Wind, and Spring. I have a lot to do. Now that the gameplay and commentary is all synced up, I can watch through the episode and see exactly what I need to cut out, add in, or maybe just spruce up a bit. Most of the time I don't need to cut out much, but every once in a while there will be a lull in the action or commentary that I will edit out to get things moving along a little bit more. It just helps to keep the pacing of the episode steady. But I'd say most of our editing comes from adding in pictures and animations to go along with our commentary. If we make reference to something specific or obscure, I like to show exactly what it is we're talking about. So typically I'll have it slide in from off screen or maybe just have it pop in to just give it a little bit more flair. But sometimes inspiration will hit me and I'll take a little bit more time to create something a little bit more special. These are edits that could take me an hour or maybe even longer for what amounts for only a few seconds of actual screen time. Most of the time these will involve creating something silly in Photoshop, maybe a complex multi-layered animation sequence, a montage, or some combination thereof. In extreme cases, I've gone so far as to record a separate video of myself illustrating exactly what we were talking about. When I first started using Premiere, it could take me up to around 6 hours to complete just one 15-minute episode. But now it usually takes me only a couple hours, maybe 2 or 3. What this allows me to do is to use that extra time to learn more complex animations or just to delve deep into the bowels of Adobe Premiere. There is always more to learn. You can see a huge difference in quality from the first episode that I ever edited to the most recent ones I'm doing today. It's been extremely satisfying to learn more and more about the tools that I have at my disposal and to be able to use them in the episodes that I create. So there you have it. There is our process for editing and creating content for YouTube. We've really had a lot of fun creating all of this content, and we hope to continue to make this content for years to come. Maybe one day we'll get the viewership or the followers, but for now we're just having a lot of fun just hanging out, playing games, and creating something that we enjoy. So thanks for watching, and let me know if you have any questions. But until next time, later.